he didn't understand what you initially said.
Yeah, I thought.
And you clarified that. That's why.
I thought you meant that. I thought you meant the moon was closer to us than what you said. But if they have changed the definition of atmosphere,
I have a question.
of course they can do that.
How is it that the astronauts were able to go to the moon and therefore not have realized at that time that they were still in Earth's atmosphere? Can somebody ask me that? This is just coming from a simple girl, Doesn't that seem a little illogical that they wouldn't have known that when they went to the moon the first time?
Well, it's a definition question. What you mean about when you talk about atmosphere?
No, not really.
It's not a discrete place. It's not 1 meter at 1 meter. You are not in that when you are in the atmosphere, and then you move out 1 meter and you aren't in an atmosphere.
Okay.
That's not how it works. The point is that it's gradual. It will gradually be thinner and thinner. But even if you are really far away, you can still find tiny particles of our atmosphere.
Okay, so to bring it back to being a little more simple, logically minded here, if you don't mind. So they were able to go to the moon, but they weren't able to determine that they were still in Earth's atmosphere? Seriously?
Well,
seriously, come on.
They just changed the definition of the atmosphere. I haven't read it.
Oh my gosh.
Really far away. It was you who said that, basically. I haven't read that.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, if you haven't read the article, you can't be specific about what they did. Whether they said the atmosphere extends this, whether we added a new layer of atmosphere, or if our understanding just changed. So,
well, can you guys tell me?
Go ahead and read the article, and then we'll cover that. Do you need the article?
Yes, I need the article.
Maybe we could read it together.
Okay, guys.
Just so we're on the same page.
Yeah, if you haven't read the article, you can't be specific
no
about
pun
what they
intended.
did.
Hey guys, since you apparently know so much about space, just a curious question. You know about solar wind,
our
right?
understanding just changed. So,
well, can you?
Because there is a lot of talk that the gravity is that keeps the Earth's atmosphere close to
Yes,
Earth.
I need the article.
So, do you know why is it that we have the atmosphere, even though the solar wind would easily blow it away?
Weird.
No, but I'm asking, do you know in the globe model why we have that?
Yo, MGS.
Well, in the globe model, it's the magnetics that protect us from the solar winds, and that causes the aurora borealis or the northern lights.
Yeah, you know, but doesn't.
I know. I've got a bachelor's in science, a BSc, so yeah, I know what you're talking about. And I'd much rather argue that
everyone in this room know about that, or we're just gonna exchange, haha, no one went to the moon, and no one's gonna, say anything smart about it.
Well, it's the magnetics, but people could go to the fact that at the Curie temp, a molten core wouldn't be magnetic due to the Curie temp. So we could take it to other angles.
MGS.
What?
Yo, what happened to the other Discord? I haven't been in for like a good few weeks.
There was a lot of drama there, but we're not making the drama the focus of our thing. There's actually 2 Flat Earth Discords now.
Yeah.
I can post you a link to the other one if you want. They're both credible and valid.
But where's the original people, like Dr. Science and like the top people? Like, where are they? All I see at the top is
no offense, but yeah, but Dr. Science and those guys, they're not original peoples that helped build the server. Human Sheppel pulled a dirty move. He stole the server due to an exploit of a TOS rule where when the owner account hasn't been active for over 30 days, a moderator or an admin can ask for ownership, okay? So our owner had an admin account. He never got on his owner account to protect it from people reporting it, turning it in, maybe taking down his owner account.
Oh, so
Human,
he took like the whole server.
yeah, Human Sheppel knew this, so he took advantage of it. He
No
exploited that
way.
rule to get an unintended advantage, and he stole the
Wow.
server. So the actual members who built the server, the original people, myself, Karen
Yeah.
B, Raven Song, me, Morbet, Indio, Jose Mesa, we all had different visions for the new server. So it ended up like this. There's no
Wait,
hate, no animosity, and we're just trying to move on. Now there's two branches to the same tree.
why is he being a dick though? Why did he like take the whole server?
Well, you'd have to ask Human Sheppel that. It's probably out of revenge because he's a childish person, and
Okay, I'm gonna leave that Discord
the
then.
the example is in what he's done to that Discord.
It was
So,
such a big server. I just came back and I was like, where is
but
everyone?
but only Human Sheppel could tell you why.
Damn. So is this the new place to be now? Yeah.
Well, this is just one of many. There's many. I'm not going to tell you to pick or choose, and I'm not going to give levels of greatness. So
No, I mean like, where's the other people gone now? That's what I wanna know. Like,
I'll get you a link to there. I got the link. I got a permanent link. But I got love for everybody in this movement, so I'm not gonna tell anybody to pick sides. I'm not
yeah, I
gonna
know.
say we're the best. That's just not me. I'm
This is
not the
Karen, right?
drama. I'm above the drama.
This is Karen B server,
Yes,
right?
this is Karen B server.
Be above the drama.
Amen. Amen. Don't be the drama. Be
Is it?
above the drama. You were a winner the minute you came here, or the minute you realized this was something you needed to question.
Is this
Yep.
Wait, is this exploit fixed now? Yeah.
Is it what?
Is it fixed now? Yeah.
It's fixed in a sense that there's new servers and we carry on the fight. Flat Earth
No,
don't stop till the globe Earth drops, bro. Get that.
no.
That unifies flat earthers.
I'm saying, is this? Can I do this thing anyway in other servers? Is it fixed now? Yeah.
Yeah, you can do the same thing in the other server. We're live. We're on YouTube. They're live. They're on YouTube. So yeah, we're all good. We're all
why
good
is
at
not
this.
patching it?
This is the 10th server I built from the ground up.
Yeah,
It's
but
nothing.
I'm saying, why is this gonna fixing it?
Because there is no sheeple here.
It's called a
Being a
loophole.
short answer.
Right, we don't even want the other server back. See, we're flat earthers. We're above that. We move on. We carry on the fight. The torch lives here. We still got it lit. We're burning the original flame. So are they at the other server I just sent you the link to.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh yeah, there they are. There, yeah, I see everyone now.
Hey,
Yes.
Battlemod, you were the admin on the one that Sheeple has now?
Oh yeah. When this all went down, I didn't want to be attached to the drama, and that's why me and Karen,
Yeah,
we
but
just wanted.
I have the question about earlier. So the way I heard was that Sheeple was actually kicked out of the server, and then he came back, and then
No.
somebody gave the admin rights to him. So that third
So.
part is
Oh,
most interesting.
actually,
Yeah,
actually,
hold up, Jen. That is kind of correct. Sheppel was banned multiple times for certain things he did, and he came back with the ideal revenge when we were trying to let bygones be bygones. We brought him back. We made him a moderator,
He's just
and
being childish.
nobody gave him the admin perms. See, he stole the owner perms. Before that, he was just a moderator.
well,
Oh,
this
so he
is a
never was an
coordinated.
admin, just a mod.
No, he never was an admin of the original 24/7 Flat Earth team that came from ODD Reality YouTube live stream.
After the last ban from 24/7, he went over to the ice wall and he gathered his alliances. And then once he compromised the original 24/7 server, he brought in all his people over there and people that were banned by the original people, moderators and admins. So
Right,
there's a
but
lot of
I want to
people.
cover this, Jen. We're on live stream, and we really don't want to waste our live stream on that. This drama that we went through in our past history and our soap opera, that's not what unites us or defines us.
I agree.
Our passion for the search of truth, that's what unites us. That's what defines us. What also will define us is how we move forward from here and how we deal with the past. The past doesn't define us, it only shapes us.
Well, right. Flat Earth isn't Discord. Flat Earth is a people. So.
Right. So the topic is flat Earth. I mean, I get it. People want to know the drama, but our community is not going to become the drama. That's it. That's all there is to it. We're not the drama. We're above the drama. We're the flat Earth community. There's more love here and more good people than you can begin to imagine.
Okay, I read the article.
Well, I mean, we're all people. We're not perfect.
I read the article.
Cool. Yeah, there's many articles on that, so it's just.
No, I mean I read the article which I was told to read.
Yeah.
So now you are on the same page.
I'm on the same page.
Someone wanted to debate.
Yeah, I don't know what
well,
is.
No, that should save the debate. That we don't have to be semantical about what was redefined. So we all we understand what was redefined now, right? We're all on the same page.
Yeah, well, I learned a little bit about exosphere, how it's defined, and it doesn't seem to have like an upper limit. Actually, they call exosphere
and for me, they say flat Earth is bullshit, right? But when we bring up the question of the belt, the radiation belt, the Van Allen belt, to me, this extension of the atmosphere is the answer to the Van Allen radiation belt.
Why would you say that?
Next, it'll be the Van Allen radiation belt is further out, and we didn't even travel through it when we went to the moon.
What do you mean? Why would there be a connection with the Van Halen belt and that layer exosphere?
Well, what do I mean is, how did they originally go to the moon? This is a flat Earth concept. When the Van Allen belt is there, they didn't know nothing about it, and they didn't protect themselves from it. We didn't have the technologies or the engineerings to construct what we needed to go through that. So this is an answer to that, because now the Van Allen belt has been moved, and we didn't go through the belt when we went to the moon.
They did go through the belt, but it's not enough. I can find the source. I don't know where you guys have found these articles, but when I've tried to do some research on the Van Halen belt myself, I mean it's a belt which has a lot of radiation in it.
I am no way attacking where it is or where it's said to be now.
Oh, okay. Well, I have heard about that thing before, and I also did some fucking research on that, and I have never speak on that topic before. So after that, but are anybody interested in talking about the article which I was told to read?
I think the person that suggested Janelle gone quiet.
Okay. Well, I can start by. It seems like they have found like it's a thin layer of. It's not a layer. It's the definition of exosphere is basically molecules which are flying freely without bumping into each other, and that's above the thermosphere. And apparently, the night side of the Earth is basically they have found that they have found the traces of hydrogen all the way to the basically to the moon on that side. So yeah, that's what the article says. Was it interesting?
Yes, the sheer discovery of it is interesting.
Yeah, well, they used I've actually heard about that telescope. They used a telescope called SOHO to read like I could see. I think they can read like slightly like ultraviolet radiation or something like that. So that is they will see like a fade around the planets, which is basically the exosphere. and they could see it go further on the moon, on the dark side of the Earth than on the sun side. It was said to be about 70 atoms per square inch. So it wasn't very thick.
Surely breathable, right?
I don't think you should breathe. I mean, it's not enough atoms to create a gaseous bond.
I know.
So
I can't breathe
but it's
up
hydrogen
high
or
in the
helium.
sky where the planes fly here. So. Well, you technically can, but
You're gonna die.
But yeah,
eventually, and it's very cold. They call it geocorona. That's what they call it, which the effect what they could see with that telescope.
Hey, what's good, everyone?
Hey.
Hey, Raven, you there?
Redux.
Yeah.
I can recommend a podcast if you are interested in hearing about like quantum theory. There's a guy who is really good at. It's not all.
Send me a link, but I will not view now because I'm going to sleep in like 15 minutes.
Oh yeah, okay, I can can send you the name.
You should probably too, because I'm guessing it's late night in Norway as well.
It is. I have to go to work. I'm gonna go to bed soon. He's not only talking about physics, but he is a quantum physicist. So you're gonna naturally have a bunch of physicists on the show, a few of them, but he also discusses some politics and some other parts of science which are really interesting, and he's really good at.
Is it the YouTube channel?
No, it's a podcast. I mean, maybe I have found some YouTube stuff, but I found some YouTube stuff, but the podcast is what I'm talking about. He has a podcast when he started a while ago, so I think he has like 60, 70 episodes now. Hello, Jen Lee. Jen L. Lee, Jen Lee. Jen L.
What's up?
I read your article.
Oh, I didn't post that. I believe it
Okay,
was mine.
but I read okay.
Oh, but yeah, you're saying you read it?
Yeah, I read the article. I learned a little bit about exosphere, what that is.
Okay.
So that's nice.
So, do you still hold the position that it was just that we redefined what the atmosphere is?
No, they didn't redefine the atmosphere. Apparently exosphere is from 600 kilometers and beyond. But they didn't expect to see. Yeah, but they don't. It doesn't matter. That's not the way they.
Isn't the moon 238,000 miles away?
Yeah, but they didn't. You cannot take a cup and like dig in the air and find the exosphere. They use. If you have read the article, you can see how they figure out where the exosphere is.
Okay, so my first thought in what you just said, so that would mean that the astronauts that went to the moon, they were literally going into uncharted territory, having no idea what type of surroundings they were going to be moving the lunar module through and whether or not they would survive, much less to say come back.
No, that's not.
Okay. Well, then if you're gonna rebut that, then they would have to have known that the moon is in Earth atmosphere.
Well, it's the exosphere, and the exosphere goes from 600 kilometers and beyond. It's no upper limit to exosphere.
So hold on, General, to understand the point you are trying.
Thank you. I think I'm a retard at explaining things.
Can you clarify your point, General? You're saying that the astronauts who went there were supposed to bring back evidence of this data that we have just now? Is that what you're
I
trying
never
to
said anything like that. I don't know where you're getting that.
No, I'm just trying to get to your point, I'm asking you to clarify.
Well, if somebody's going to go somewhere, wouldn't they want to know where it is, in fact, they're going to? You know, like if you know you're going to another state, you kind of want to know what the weather is, whether or not it's going to rain or if it's going to be cold, and you want to prepare accordingly. Don't you think? Okay, so if the astronauts went to the moon, don't you think they would have wanted to prepare accordingly and know what type of where they were going? And you know what I'm saying? It's just a little hard for me to believe that they didn't know that the moon was in Earth's atmosphere when they went there.
It's in the exosphere. It's not inside.
Okay, that's still the atmosphere. Why do you keep saying it like that? That's still the atmosphere.
Yeah, because they wouldn't feel it on the. It's a thin layer. It's not a layer.
Okay.
It's just it's loose atoms, which I have read it.
Okay.
I just quoting. I'm not an expert on this. I'm just quoting the article.
So
which
when
you
you
are
mention, so when you mention exosphere, are you saying that that is or is not part of Earth's atmosphere?
It's the part of the. I'm not sure if they call it the atmosphere. Let me.
Well, exosphere, wouldn't that indicate that it is part of the atmosphere? Otherwise, it would be vacuum of space, correct?
It is how much? 70 atoms per cubic what, Funk?
It is, yeah, it said it's basically around 70 atoms per square inch.
Basically almost a vacuum.
Yeah, it said that's what we call vacuum on Earth, they said. It says so in the article. I can quote the article. Oh shit, okay. On Earth we would call it vacuum, so this extra source of hydrogen is not significant enough to facilitate space exploration. I think what he said there was that we could maybe use the hydrogen and propel ourselves or something like that. I'm not sure. But that's what the article says. Oh, sorry. Actually, the denser day side of the region is still sparse with 70 atoms per cubic centimeters. But at the moon's distance, it's about 0.02 atoms per cubic centimeter.
So how do they come up with that data? Do you know?
Have you read the article? It doesn't seem like, no offense, but it doesn't seem like you have read the article. Everything says there. They use this.
You ask.
I mean,
it's a very.
I got some arguments earlier about this thing that they discovered. So I think okay. Let's hear it out.
I'm not trying to argue. I'm just trying to have a conversation. I'm not trying to prove you wrong or anything. So I don't know where.
No, I just literally my head could be blank. I could literally just read the articles because basically that's what I'm doing.
I just thought since you stated you read the article.
Yeah, I did.
It wouldn't be a problem for you to simply answer it. I'm not trying to.
No, but you basically made some statement about the article. It's not very long. It took me 2 minutes to read. So I guess you read it. Oh,
I
sorry,
didn't
I'm
make
not.
any statement. I've been asking questions. That's all I've been doing.
Oh, okay. Okay, there was maybe some other person who mentioned that article then.
Like, would they want to know psychological?
I mean, I think Redux asked you. He asked you if would they want. I think I'm a bit confused about that question myself.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to clarify. Okay, so yeah, it makes sense that if you go somewhere, you would want to know more about the place that you're going to. But I would guess when the moon missions happened, Apollo 11 happened in the 60s. So they really didn't know all the details when they flew. Part of it was just, a coin toss.
I mean, they didn't know.
Just like the
Yeah.
Wright brothers when they sat in their first glider also didn't know all the shit that they were doing, but yeah, they flipped a coin and they
I can
flew. And
appreciate the comparison, but I don't think that's quite the same.
of course not. What Wright
Hello.
brothers
Because
did
the
is a
Wright
little low
brothers,
tech in comparison.
the Wright brothers knew where they were at. They knew the environment in which they were flying around in, and they also had parachutes, didn't they?
Did you know that before the Wright brothers, there were a bunch of other explorers in Europe that got themselves killed? Like there was this one German guy who thought that the initial plane, the first one that would be built, would basically just wings attached to his back, and he flew. It was like a glider. We modernly describe it as a glider
Yeah,
without a tail.
none of them inventors were trying to hit a moving target from a moving target either, right? On the very first time, the
Oh.
amount of accuracy is almost a statistical improbability.
I have a question for all you guys. How can anything travel 282 below zero out of space, or 280 is below zero? 280 is below zero. Is freaking below zero. It's freezing. Even your proportion rocket will blow up and like a bomb, because it will freeze and crystallize. And the minute you start your rocket, it will just explode. It's 200 below zero. It will crack metal. Put it this way. And to my belief, rockets were not made out of steel. They were made out of aluminum and parts. So how can that survive in space? Aluminum, when it goes below zero, it becomes like a taco shell. It could break.
I think you can
How
check
can they
that
survive?
easily if you read up on it.
I think the concept of something being cold, that means that you basically lost your terminal energy. But you are when you're losing your terminal energy, you have to give it to something, and that's that concept is not the same when you have a vacuum. Because it's like putting your hand in cold water or putting your hand in cold air. It's two different things.
I have a question. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but I thought there was no such thing as cold, essentially. It was actually just the absence of heat. Isn't that correct?
Yeah, that's true, actually. That's completely true. Like when you have 0 degrees, then you have, it's theoretically impossible to have it, but when you have 0 Kelvin, that's basically 0 terminal energy.
That's that's a theory right there. If you have no oxygen, there's no way you can have temperature freezing below zero.
Yeah, if there is nothing to be cold, then there is what is cold. Yeah, you gotta have something that to be cold. Like nothing cannot be cold.
There's gotta be some kind of atmosphere for it to work. But now we call it a vacuum of space, and it's below zero, 280 degree. Now, how did they figure all this stuff out? That's my question.
Oh, wait. See, this is what I'm talking about, you guys. Okay, so they know the temperature of space, and that's why I was asking about how could they have not known that they were in Earth's atmosphere when they went to the moon? I mean, it's just a simple simple person's question. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It just, from a simple perspective, that doesn't make any sense to me. That they know the temperature of space, but they don't know that they're in our atmosphere when they went to the moon.
If that blows your mind, do you know that we know more about certain things on the other planets of the solar system than we know about the depths of the ocean?
Yeah, that's basically actually true. Yeah, but I think that's actually bad. I've heard that they can find like stuff for medicine and stuff in the bottom of the ocean. So
if a meteor is traveling at 21,000 miles on a vacuum 280 below zero, this mineral will become stronger than steel, and there is no way, no heat can melt that right away. That thing becomes a bomb. The minute it hits the heat, it will make a reaction. The atoms, very hot atoms, very cold atoms, crashing. It will be such an explosion. There won't be nothing left for miles.
So wait, you're saying that basically sun heats up rocket, boom, instant.
Heat and cold doesn't mix. If you throw a dried ice on a pot of fire, it will take such an explosion. Look out for the experiment that people make at home when they drop dried ice into heat. It will explode so fast. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how everything like that works in space, though, because there are a few other factors involved, like how fast you can lose the heat.
I think they have some kind of. I actually saw on a program on the Apollo mission, and they have some. They have a bunch of. I think it's basically cooling. Like they need to cool it down because yeah, you're getting direct sun without any atmosphere, so the sun is stronger. The light side is really hot, but the cold side, the opposite side can be very cold.
How fast was the universe expanding? At 1,000,000 miles per hour? What is that? Do you guys know anything about it? Because I stopped watching that stuff. But anyway, if the universe is, let me give you a theory right here. If the universe is spending 1,000,000 miles per hour, today you can't see Mars anymore. It would be gone, disappear from our galaxy. And if it is that long, how they say the Big Bang happened millions and millions and millions.
Mars wasn't around at Big Bang. The whole solar system's age is said to be how much? 4 billion years old? And
Okay,
the Big Bang
imagine.
is how much? 13.
Even 15 billion years old. At 1,000,000 miles per hour, or 1,000,000 miles per second, or 1,000,000 miles per year, the sun would not be next to the earth today. We will be millions and gazillion miles away from the sun. We'll be freezing to death right now. Remember the word
think you're looking at this too simply.
We're not traveling right next to each other. The moon would have been gone long time ago. The universe is expanding. So that means everything is going away. So how can the moon still around here? How can the sun still there right in front of us? It would have been gone by now.
I think they're looking at other galaxies, not inside the.
How can they see other galaxy when they can't even look into the moon?
You can see a galaxy. Actually, I've seen a galaxy with my bare eyes.
How can they see galaxies when they can't even see Mars, Venus inside?
What? I have seen Venus, I have seen Mars, and I also seen galaxies.
But when they zoom in, it gets pixel. You can't see no detail.
On other not on other galaxies. You'll only see a cloud formation.
How can they have a cloud formation in space?
It's lots of dots.
Gas.
It's no,
gas.
it's no,
they
it's
say
not,
it's gas.
no.
Now, How can gas survive in space?
Sorry, man. I gotta correct you there. It's not gas. It's the what is looking like a cloud is basically.
Right,
It's basically
a dust
stars.
of stars, a
No,
dust
it's not
of
dust.
meteors. How
No,
can
it's
that
not
be?
dust of. No, it's not dust of anything. It's stars. It's just stars. A lot of stars, like millions of them.
Now, here's a question. If the universe is 15 billion years old, how come we as a species have not had a visit from another species to help us, to teach us the laws of space? We never had a visitor in this
That is
place.
a good question.
That's a good question. I have a very good answer for that. You know what Drake's equation is? That everyone throws around Drake's equation, who says, and in Drake's equation, you basically have all these variables: number of stars. In these stars, number of number of planets. Out of these planets, number of habitable planets. So it basically tells you that the number of civilized, number of evolved civilizations should be fucking huge, right? You know about Drake's equation.
That is a good question. I have heard about it.
But the thing is that if this whole thing was true,
I didn't finish. But you know that Drake's equation is missing one parameter. Like there is an
Can I guess?
X.
Can I guess? Can I guess? Can I guess?
Yes.
That's the self-destructing nature of intelligent life.
No, it's much simpler. It has like an well, hold on, let me look at it. Has a parameter R, the average rate of star formation in our galaxy, the F, the fraction of those stars that have planets, the N, the average number of planets that can potentially support life, and so on. But I say this entire equation is missing a parameter B.
Bullshit?
Yeah,
sorry.
the amount of bullshit that you're willing to buy from Frank Drake. So you can look at these stars and you can tell to yourself, there are quadrillions of stars. Surely there is life on one of them. But yeah, that doesn't mean anything.
It could also be a sign that intergalactical travel is not possible, basically. That's why. I don't know. It's a weird question. I mean, also it might be that maybe there was another planet. Maybe there was intelligent life. Maybe they have been hovering around the galaxy. They may be whisked by the sun, but it could have been many before we had even life. Maybe Earth was uninhabitable at the moment, so they were like whizzing by and like, okay, that's dead. Because we haven't had life here very long, and maybe there have been other planets that have had life, or they maybe have life still, but they haven't stopped by. Who knows what the fuck? I'm just saying things.
Well, I really have to see some proof of everything, and there's no proof.
There is no. What you're asking for here is pure philosophy and speculation.
Philosophy and
speculation,
and there's another name for this. Oh my
God! But if you want the true answer to life and universe and everything, it's 42.
Yeah, that's.
You cannot see the truth if it was told by a man. That's what I know about my life. If anybody tell me a story, I don't believe it till I see it with my own eyes. And when they told the story about the flat earth, I did my own test. And it took me a while to become a flat earther. But it took me a long time to realize that everything is fake, what they're talking about. I mean, even when I became a flat earther, I kept investigating.
So,
This
what was
doubt that was in my mind that really bugged me for years.
So what
And
test did you do?
I couldn't find this doubt become reality. So I debunk all the theories of the history of this so-called globe.
That's a tall claim to debunk a bunch of theories, but I'm curious, what experiment did you do that made you suddenly throw out everything you knew about the globe into a trash can and embrace this new idea? Like, what did you do?
I travel a lot on private planes. So I seen from like, let me give you an example. I seen Catalina Island from 70 miles away, at 15,000 feet. And I said, how can I see this place 70 miles away at 15,000 feet? But I don't see it on a curvatory field. I see it on a flat. How can that be? And I saw Camarillo from Burbank, California, at 15,000 feet on a Cessna. And I said, no way, can be. It's impossible to see Camarillo all the way from Burbank on a clear day. Now, California has one of the most beautiful clear days in the summer. And I have flying to the Mojave Desert, and I can see Las Vegas from Death Valley. I mean, the beginning of Death Valley, and that's freaking far away.
You're talking about long distance photography, right?
Yeah, and I don't see no curvatory. All I see is a flat plane. Now, when you look at something from the ground and you can't see it, that's because the heat created by the ground is blocking the view. So it creates an illusion that there's a blockage like a cloud. But as you go higher, the clear heat coming from the ground is not there anymore, and you can see more further. That's why you need to rise yourself to see further. It's not because you're on the ground and you cannot see it because the curvature hides it. No, it's because the heat evaporating from the land is blocking your view at the end of the horizon.
There is such a thing, yes. It messes up your ability to see far.
It's called haze, I think. Like when you see on a hot day.
So basically, for you, the proof that the Earth is flat was observing that you couldn't see any curve from an airplane.
Not from a private little Cessna plane.
But how high would you have to be to see the curve of the Earth? Does the airplane even go anywhere close that height?
Well, a Cessna cannot go that high. If as you go higher, they might get in trouble with the tower control because that become commercial airways.
No, physically. I mean, is it even possible for a plane to go?
As you go higher, you lose oxygen. I know, right? There's less
It's
oxygen.
not pressure. It's not pressurized. The Cessna or whatever airplane you have, probably.
So,
am I right?
Yeah. You. I don't know what proof. I don't know what proof you guys have that the Earth is round. I mean, I don't know. What proof do you have that the Earth is round? Round, I mean.
Spherical.
Or spherical, or a beach ball, or whatever you want to call it, watermelon, or maybe a coconut. I don't know. But what kind of proof do you guys have?
Yeah,
Because
we've been
I have
asked this
busted all my
question.
proof.
We've been asked this question a lot on the previous, and we just learned that some people want to ask this question and won't care about the answers that we give. So
Listen,
now we're more careful about it.
I don't. I can. I'm figuring out what type of discussion I want to have. Basically, I'm not sure. Can you guys just pick a topic?
Well, I think I should go sleep. It's 2 a.m. here, so have fun with the topic, and see you tomorrow if you want to continue.
Bye-bye. My observation of the globe, personal observation, which I've done myself, which I would say is impossible on a flat plane, is the observation of Polaris across the longitude of the Earth. I will know exactly where it is. That's basically based upon the Earth being spherical. And if I plug in that kind of observation on a flat Earth, it wouldn't be possible. I can go in depth on that observation if you want to. Hello? Sorry, sometimes I lose people. Okay. Do you guys want to hear my proof of, or not proof, but one observation which I have made? Hello? Caballo? I'm gonna play. Bye.
Have you guys listened to RT News lately? Let me show you something real quick. This is happening right now on the news. This is not no news from 20 years ago. This is like perhaps 1 hour ago they brought this in on the news, and it puts a thinking problem to everybody's mind. I don't know who is listening right now here in the channel.
I think just me.
Okay, listen to this. I just got this because I watch RT News on my phone. Okay, this is gonna blow your mind. This is going to blow your mind. Listen to this. This just came in on the news. Okay, listen to this.
Then in Russia, and now in the United States and Canada, get this, are reporting strange sounds coming from outer space. I know it sounds wacky. That's what I thought as well when I heard the story for the first time. And of course, one can't help but immediately think of the famous book about this. Remember, Contact, written by none other than Carl Sagan, and then turned into a Hollywood blockbuster with Jodie Foster?
Well, they actually have the recording here. You're going to listen.
I'm listening.
Go look it up on RT.
Hi. It is, it ain't local. Position? I checked interferometry somewhere in Lyra, I think. They got that big. Only 26 light years away. 26 light years away. That was Hollywood, by the way. Good movie. What we're talking about now are real reports. Real reports released by acclaimed scientists, sourced by legitimate tech and scientific publications. What they say they are hearing is described as weird repeating signals. The technical term for this is fast radio bursts, FRBs. Here's, by the way, what they sound like. That's a pulsar, which is what an FRB or frequent radio burst sounds like to scientists. They've been picked up before, by the way, but never with such frequency as recently. And most of the FRBs seem to come from sources on the other side of the universe, billions of light years away. But in this case, one of the bursts, according to reports, appears to be much closer to Earth. So look, the obvious question is, what is creating these signals? There's a possibility that it's simply the formation of a neutron star that gives off this type of sound. Nobody's sure. Could it also be some form of communication, maybe intended for others? Or maybe, possibly, for us? We're going to drill down on this because we find it every bit as fascinating as I'm sure you do here on the News with Rick Sanchez, where we believe it's time to do news again.
What do you think of that? Mind blowing, huh?
I think that takes a lot of balls for the
mind blowing
scenes. Well, the people behind the scenes have a lot of balls. They have a lot of balls, I'd say.
Oh my God. And to bring something like that into the news, that's some wild stuff. Believe me, that is. And the funny thing is, it wasn't discovered by us. It was discovered by the Orientals, the guys with the slash eyes, the most intelligent beings of technology and electronics. Hong Kong, perhaps? I don't know. But where did they get those signals? They say from outer
If
space.
they're even real.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You know how long we've been listening to signals from outer space? I don't know how old are you, but I'm 48 years old, and I've been listening to all kinds of weird NASA stuff for years. Till one day I stopped listening, and I say, baloney. Don't give me no more baloney. I'm so fed up with this shit. I change the channel all the time. I mean, billions. You know what billions is? Is 1,000 times. Billions light years away. I know sound travel faster than anything. I think light travels faster than sound, right? Because it's the speed of light. But it's I mean, how long we've been here? How long humanity's been around? And in the year almost 2020, now we start hearing radio frequency from outer space. What else
Well,
is
to
new?
me, it seems like this is my thought opinion that it's just another tiny step closer to them gearing up for the exception.
This guy said he needs sexual healing.
Wait, I lost you. What did you just say?
Now I'm reading what the guy under us over there, the bottom mod. They say he put a link says needs sexual healing. Marvin Gaye.
Oh yeah, he's our music guy.
Oh God, man, I'm telling you, there's so much weird shit happening in this flat Earth and so-called round world, and they all talking about Blue Beam Project coming up. You heard about that? Have you heard about it? The Blue Beam Project.
Oh well, I think that's been a topic of discussion for several years now.
Well, they're all saying that they're gonna simulate an invasion phase.
Oh
So
yeah, right. Yeah, I've heard of.
freak us all out. You know what I mean?
You know what really kind of irks me because I just don't understand is, and I don't know if people are doing this just to be irritating, for lack of a better word. Why is it that when people are new to this topic and they say the world is round, okay, a ball is a sphere, you know, a globe is a sphere.
Going 1,000 miles an hour.
I know, but why refer to it as being round? I mean, don't you, when you say something's round, don't you really mean something flat and round? I mean,
well,
you know what I'm getting at? I
No,
mean, why not just say the earth is a sphere, but people come into chats all the time and say the earth is
round.
I mean, is that just a quick, easy way to say it's not flat? I get it, but I don't think that's, you know, I mean, I know I'm arguing semantics here, but I mean, I think that's pertinent.
I gave it to you at 4 p.m. California time. That news, 8/25/2019, and this is the first time you heard it. That news just came out, and I wasn't ready for it. Well, you were not ready for it, but they put it on the TV anyway for you to watch it. Now you know how many minds it's gonna blow.
Well,
Not
I have a
only
hard time taking it seriously, to be honest with you, especially
I don't take nothing
they make
serious.
reference to a movie that I
But
find that a little bit of a red flag.
But it doesn't only fuck with your head. It fucks with the the round world, the round sphere
Yeah.
globalists. It fucks with the
Yeah, they mean the
heretics.
people that are still asleep. Yeah, I get it, but it
They say,
doesn't bother me.
wait. They'll probably say, wait. So that means there's something else out there. Really. You know what I mean? To me, it's just something that's bouncing off the dome and it's inside the flat Earth and just the frequency bouncing back on, going up and back, bouncing back down.
Yeah.
And the sound of it, it doesn't even give me a frequency sound of something that we know that we heard is something pretty much created by sound effects. You know what I mean? That's what it sounds like. It sounds like somebody making sound effects.
Yeah, like in a video game.
So a real community out of space will be people just like us living in a round ball, like people think, like us, with music, news. Even they're speaking a different language or dialect, it will still be some kind of a dialect that we can understand. Or maybe the radio frequency will be just like our radio frequency, you know, radio talking to radios, and they will speaking in, and they'll be speaking in a different dialect. But to hear that
Yeah, that's a
stuff
little
like
weird.
that, come on, give me a break. Even then, I mean, if they're so advanced, because they said they're always saying these people like 20,000 million years advanced into the future, more than us. How can they be so primitive? That's my question. I don't know. It's just another way to create another movie and fuck with more people heads. That's what I think it is. I don't know. I watch every unthinkable freak show on the internet that you can think of.
Really?
Oh, I watch all kinds of stuff. I did it for a reason. I did it because I want to find out more stuff. Even though I never got into the deep web because of you have to change your IP and all that stuff and run with a different type of server, so you don't get whacked or cut by the central intelligence system that is on the internet. I never was interested in traveling in the deep web because I'm not interested in watching people get murdered. I'm not interested in seeing drug deals on the internet, and I'm not interested in seeing shit that I don't want to see. You know what I mean? So that's the
Yeah.
reason why I never got into the deep web, because that's what they got in there. A lot of porno, animal porno, children porno, beyond your imagination stuff, you know. So I'm not interested in that type of freaky shit because my mind is not up to that stuff. You know what I mean? But if they will tell us all, if you get on the deep web, you will communicate with a different type of life and a different type of being. Everybody will probably be traveling in the deep web, you know, looking for that type of reality. But there's nothing there. Actually, the deep web is the most corrupted part of the internet, and it's run by them, the ones that control all of us. So I'm not interested. It's funny how there's a deep web, but there is an internet that you have to pay for, right? You have to pay for your service, or they will cut off your internet service, right? Other way around, you have to buy a one of those little antenna and start stealing your neighbor's free internet, which is not worth it because you always lose your signal. But if the sun was, they're saying, what is it, 20 million miles away from, how can we get the light so bright?
You mean 93 million miles?
Well, see what I mean? I don't even believe 93 million. I tried to bring it down myself. How can you get the light from 3 million miles?
You mean how is the sky dark as well?
No, the sun's got to be inside the dome.
Oh, I meant the question within the heliocentric.
Well, there's no way the sun could be reached to this planet if it is what they're saying it's not. There's no way we can have sunlight in this planet. And by the way, the word planet doesn't stand for a global ball. Planet is the Latin perfect word for a flat Earth. You know that?
Yeah.
Planet is flat net. It's Latin for
Ironic,
flat.
isn't it?
Planet is Latin for flat.
I didn't know it was Latin for flat. I mean, the root of the word is plain, meaning.
No, it's called planeta. See? Planeta. So in English, it's planet. So
I
planeta
thought it
comes from
meant. I thought the etymology of the word was wandering,
plane.
wandering stars, or so far as the other planets.
It is very interesting that suddenly all planets are round just like us, right? There's no square planet. There is no triangular planet. There is no apple design planet. There is no pear planet. No mango planet. No banana planet. They're all round just like us. Perfectly round. It kind of gives you a little like, what a great creation. Everything is a marble in the universe. You notice that? Everything is, the sun is a big marble. The moon is a little marble. So is the Earth. So is Mars. But Venus is a beautiful marble with a ring around his corner, right?
Well, some people speculate that you cannot accurately detect depth perception, that they could possibly not actually be spheres. For all we know, they could be flat or just,
I don't know if they continue with these deep space games and NASA fantasy, man. They really. I don't care about me. I'm 40 some years old. I'm done, man. Next 20, 30 years, I'm already digging my grave. But I feel so sad for the next generation to us. What is our kids going to be looking at 200 years from today? Have you ever wondered that? What is our generation 200 years in the future going to be looking? See what I mean?
I mean, it could be anything.
Your
We could
kids'
speculate. We could speculate, but anything could be changed. The future could be changed in the present.
If there ever going to be someday when they will say, well, we have made it, the earth is flat and this was happening, can the human race be ready for it?
Well, I mean, you're talking about a perception, a worldview being changed within an entire population of our existence, and that takes decades.
We are 8 billion plus already here. Are we ready? Are we all ready to accept that this whole place is a flat earth?
Well, it seems to be gaining traction.
Could humankind be controlled after that? That's my question. Or do people say, fuck it? How come this is flat? Who's controlling us? Who's outside controlling us? Who the hell in here is telling us what to do when they have no right? We're all locked up in a freaking cocoon. So we got the right to fight back. See what I mean? It could create a mayhem inside of this flat plane. It's very scary. if humankind
You
finds out
allow
that,
it to be scary. I mean,
well, if humankind finds out that we are living in a cocoon with a round cocoon, with a flat bottom, and there's no way out, people will freak out. I mean, I
I
didn't
don't
freak out.
see.
I didn't freak out because I accepted. You understand? But it takes a lot of steps for you to accept that the Earth is flat. You have to really do your investigation, and one day come to the end of your investigation and say, "Well, you know what? It's real. It's flat." And you come to conclusion. I think it's in you. You know, your consciousness discover it too, not only your eyes, because you can see only so much with your own eyes. Wow, strong, huh?
Hey, Jen. Hey, couple.
Hello.
How are you, Steve?
Not bad, not bad. Can I just expand
Yes,
on
yes,
something?
yes. Go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt the conversation. Hey, Jen, how are you? Nice to meet you.
Oh, same.
Great, thanks. You guys were talking about the population, whether it's 7.5 or 8 billion people. Well, considering everything else they've lied to us about, I've been seriously thinking about maybe that is one also. I don't necessarily believe there's almost 8 billion people in the world. I don't know if there's more or there's less, but considering everything else they've told us, I don't necessarily believe that one.
Okay, I'm with you. I even think there's probably half of that percentage.
I don't know. Could be. I mean, they tell you they use census and they go by things like that, but numbers can be fudged very easily. I mean, we all know that.
Yeah, and if you look at it from the point of view, cities are very small compared to the land, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's either there's more land, the land is not as big or as the size, at least of which they're telling us.
Let me post Steve. I'm sorry. Let me post that I just heard from RT News. Me
Oh,
and
well. Oh, sorry. Before you do that, real quick, on the lines of what Steve is saying, in my opinion, either way, whoever is perpetuating the lie, any way you look at it, they're lying. Like you said, either it's way bigger than what we're being told or it's flat. So either way, it's a lie. But um, I would not go with the bigger ball idea. Just say.
okay. Well, RT News, Steve, you didn't hear it, or if you heard it when I put it on, they just announced that the Orientals or Hong Kong scientists, they have received a sound from light years away from the Earth, and they even put the sound on the news. And I was just talking to Jen about that, and I say to myself, 2020, almost there, and now they're coming out with this. I mean, it can blow your mind, but I'm gonna look it up. It's on the news, and it happened just a few minutes ago.
Did they use Nixon's phone to hear it?
Ah.
I mean, come on now.
Dude, but it's like I'm telling you.
No.
I was just telling Jen, what kind of a bull are they pulling now? Just to turn the globalists into freaks. Watch more movies. Is there a movie coming out they wanted to advertise?
I'm not sure, but maybe it's me. But am I the only one that's noticed that, since what, 2015, 2016, when this topic started, revving back up, that NASA is pushing more and more bullshit like ever before.
Weird radio sound. Listen to this one. Weird radio sound. Birds from deep space. What is it? Intensify full show. Let's go watch. Let me get this link right here so you guys can look at it. The good thing about it is you don't have to watch the whole news. It's just in the beginning of the news. Few like 3 minutes of the news, you said that's strong.
How recent is this?
It happens. Let me see. It happens.
Not that, but you know.
No. It just came out. It's probably today. Let me look it up because it will tell me right here. Okay.
Oh, so this is recent bullshit.
Yeah, it just happened. I was just talking to her when that happened, and I say, "You gotta be kidding." Well, who the hell came up with this idea? Well, weird radio sound. How about that? Radio. How do they know it's a radio? Burst from deep space. How about that?
They heard it from the machine that goes bing.
It sounds like one of those.
Any Monty Python fans out there would understand that.
Oh God. I don't know what they're up to. Oh, here it is. It happens. It was just. It came out 2 days ago, but now it's all over the internet. Bizarre radio burst trace back into the origins of this space, but this just came out. Okay, here's the one that I was watching. Mysterious signals. Yeah, 2 days ago is when this came out. Yeah, I'll give you the link because.
Can you post it in the lobby or not?
Yeah, no, I'm posted right here, right now.
All right, cool. Thanks.
Okay, there it is. I just posted. Can you see it? I posted.
Yeah, I'm going to click on it.
Look at it. Gene, I record this too. It's interesting, you know?
All right, give me a couple minutes. Let me check this out.
Yeah. And I want to hear from you.
Hey, Caballo, you there?
I'm right here, Steve. What up, man? I'm just getting a hi. What up? So, what do you think of it?
Well, there are several things. I find it quite interesting that in the beginning of the broadcast, they give you a depiction of a spherical Earth, and then into the story, they show you a CGI rendering of a oblate spheroid.
Right.
But when it comes to the sound, I don't know. It kind of reminds me of an old 1980s video game.
Wasn't it?
Like when a character dies or something, you know.
Mm-hmm. I remember all the video games from. I mean, I'm from those years. I couldn't wait to get out of school with my quarters to go play. Make a big line, right? Which one was your favorite game?
I was just about to ask you the same. As far as pumping quarters into it, I would say probably Pac-Man.
Okay. It was big.
Pac-Man or Defender, one of those two.
I think Pac-Man was the number one of all. You remember this place called Shakey's where they sell pizza and cake of beer for your dad? And they will make these tables that you can play Pac-Man on it. You know that table that you can sit one on the side, one on the other side, and it's a square glass table when you play Pac-Man?
Oh, yeah. In fact, yeah, I have one at my wife's studio. Yep.
You never heard of Shakey's? Where they sell pizza? Shakey's had a little rat face on one of the restaurants.
Spell it.
I think it's SHE. I think it goes with the K. I gotta look it up. I was raised in Burbank, California, so I know there was a Shakey's down the street from my house.
No, I never heard of it.
It was famous, bro. It was so famous. You go there, it was packed with kids playing Pac-Man on those little glass tables. It was a lot of fun back in the days. Growing up, no crime. I think marijuana was the only thing around. And it was weird to see people smoking pot. I mean, I tried it as a kid, 17-year-old behind the bungalows in the high school, hit a joint and drink some Heineken. It was like the most natural thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm all with you for that, except for the Heineken part.
Well, Heineken, okay, we smoke marijuana, we drink only Heineken, and we listen to rock and roll. I have my hair all the way down to my waist, bro.
Yeah, in the 80s, we're in New York, Long Island, New York. They had the video games inside 7-Elevens, inside convenience.
Mm-hmm. See, I was raised in Kentucky. Convenience stores everywhere. My favorite candy, Now and Later. I go crazy for that shit, bro. I kill for the Now and Later. Just the taste of it was awesome, bro.
Yeah, that was my go-to candy when I was a youngster.
Oh my god! Remember the bicycle with the banana seat?
I liked the variety pack. You had like 3 different kinds.
With the shifter right next to the seat. Oh man! What was the name of the? You remember the little hamburgers? Little tiny hamburgers they used to sell in this fast food place. That was one of the most delicious burgers I ever tasted in my life. It was a little tiny hamburger, and you can buy 10 of them.
You're talking about White Castles?
Oh yeah, man, that shit was all over Kentucky. I used to love that shit. And going to the what do you call that place where you race those Formula One lookalike cars. What is that place used to be? Oh man, it's been such a long time. You remember those places where you rent the go-karts or you rent a little Formula One lookalike?
Yeah, we have a place here in Florida called Andretti Park.
Man, I had nothing but fun when I was a kid. I mean, besides roller skating and bowling, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. But as far as that White Castle is concerned, the only time we ever went to White Castle was on like a Friday night at like 2 o'clock when everybody was.
Rip drunk. I enjoy my child life. I have no beautiful child life.
Yeah, I didn't know what was worse, the hangover the next morning or those burgers having.
Oh my god! You remember playing Atari in the winter?
Oh, absolutely.
You don't want to go outside because it was packed with ice, so you stay inside while mom was cooking supper or cooking lunch or something, and all the kids are in the living room going crazy. That was fun.
Yeah, I had a family member that worked for a company that built the computer chips for games, especially for Atari. So one Christmas, he just brought the sleeve of chips home. It was like 25 of them, all different games, Frogger, Defender, you name it, all the popular ones. And he gave me one cartridge, and the rest were just all the chips itself. So you had one cartridge with the center cut out with a little lever to lock it in place. So you lowered the arm down, you unlocked it, you put a chip in, depending on what game you wanted to play. You locked it, and then you put that in the Atari. And there's your game.
Okay, you showing me that old car. My mother went and bought herself a brand new. Listen to this. My father used to drive a Dodge van. My mother went and bought herself a brand new Volkswagen. I think it was the GTI, little brown ugly piece of shit, which was like the hottest thing around back in those days. And we used to ride the Volkswagen GTI with such a prestige. You know what I mean? Oh god. Think of the early 80s. Okay, VW GTI. Brown. That was the color of it. But anyway, growing up here in this country was fun.
Where are you originally from? Oh, where?
I'm from Cuba.
Oh, cool.
But I came here when I was a little boy, 1979. And the first place we landed was Kentucky. And to me, it was the most beautiful place on this planet. I mean, on this earth. I mean, on this flat earth. Oh, man, Kentucky was beautiful. I think it still is beautiful. This is the first car my mother bought in this country, bro. And it was like everything to us. Here it is. I show you.
Wait a minute. Is that
But
it?
it doesn't let you put the link of it, right? I can send it to you, and here we go. I'll send it to you here.
Oh no, I'm looking at a pic that Michael put up.
Okay.
That's a sweet ride.
I sent you privately the first car my mother bought, so you can look at it. That was the first car we had in the family. And 1980 GTI was a hit, man, and it still is a hit today. If you can find those are rare. I got a 1968 Volkswagen Bug with almost $10,000 worth of parts. You don't want to believe this. I restart the car for nothing. That's my pride joy.
Really, you got a '68 V Dub? I got a
Yeah.
I got a '63 V Dub that was converted to a sand rail.
Okay, those are nice.
That's one of that's my love, mechanics. I'm a gearhead at heart.
Oh, me too. My brother has a 72 Chevelle.
Oh man, here
Orange.
let me fetch some pictures of my '66 Chevelle Super Sport.
We got all kinds of toys at that.
Yeah.
We have a shop. We own a body shop.
Oh, do you? I paint.
Yeah, that's what we do. We fix
I
collision.
do it all myself. Man, that's cool. You guys, you do transmissions? Is that what you said?
We do. What we do is collision for insurance company.
Oh, collision. I'm with you.
Collision.
Collision coverage. Collision coverage.
It pays the bills.
Yeah, if you're insurance certified for collision coverage, yeah, that pays the best because you can charge them top dollar prices.
Oh yeah, we make money off the accident. We make money off the storage. We make all kinds of money, dude.
Yeah, you charge them for everything.
If a car doesn't get fixed and it goes to Copar, if the car was at the shop for like 3 weeks, you're talking thousands of dollars just to hold that car.
Oh, I already know, bro. My brother does the same thing, so I do asphalt. I own a paving company.
Oh, okay.
I could do that on my property. I got all the stuff right on my property. Redo motors, hone motors.
Yeah,
I can.
That's a nice car. You still putting the car together?
No, that car's not getting painted. That was my grandfather's. It's a '54 Meadowbrook with a 426 Hemi.
Wow. You gonna keep original like that?
Yeah. Yeah, it's been clear coated. It's the way it was left.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, if you look at the second picture, that's the way it came out of the field. I had to search around for some of the details.
Oh, this is what it looks like on the first picture now.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. and that's what it looks like before. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, here's the Chevelle. I did this from the ground up myself.
Yeah, my brother. Oh my god, my brother put oh my god, my brother put that car together like, oh, how pretty! Isn't that beautiful, man?
Yeah, wait till you see the engine carriage and the motor.
Machine, bro. Oh, beautiful.
I mean, I got all kinds of pictures of this. That's a 10-year project right there.
Oh yeah. You can't do that overnight because you fuck it up. You got to do it slowly.
No, I've had it since I was a kid.
And every time you do it, you drink a keg of beer.
Oh, you know, bro. I got scotch in my barn. I'll be sipping scotch and wrenching on it. It's all about the ponies. You can't just have the best looking car, the best looking paint job, or the most chrome. You got to have the most ponies too.
I think just man in period, when he's fucking around with a car engine and he's drinking beer and listening to rock and roll, and everybody's together, it's so much fun, man. When everybody's there and everybody's like pitching in on the work, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I grew up like that, so yes, I know exactly.
It's a beautiful Saturday, man. When you.
Yeah, that's how I built a pro street car out of a '96 Beretta. And me and my brother built a drag car out of it, and that's pretty much how it was.
That's a lot of fun.
Two brothers in the garage drinking and building.
Yeah, and I'll tell you one thing, bro. When you're doing this type of stuff, it takes you away from everything.
Yeah, that's what I love about it. There's nothing but me, the machine, and this vision I got in my mind of what it's gonna be.
That's what makes the fun of it. It's the vision of where you want to get.
Yeah.
And you don't see it. You don't see it tomorrow. You see it someday. But you keep on doing it. You keep on doing it because you know someday it will be a piece of art. And you'll be proud of yourself. Not who looking at the car and say, "Who? How? Where? How much?" No. Long years and a lot of nights working on it.
Yeah, hey, I got another '66 Chevelle that I'm making into a drag car.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's got a 529 in it.
That's a nice one.
Oh yeah.
You got a picture of that?
Do I got pictures yet? It hasn't been painted yet. Here's I'll show you what a finished product looks like when I finish a race car.
That's a sweetheart, man.
I grew up on a farm where my dad was in the paving business, and the paving company it didn't really make the money.
Look at them wheels, bro.
The company paid for the parts.
The rear is
and
so awesome.
The cars my dad built from the parts, the paving company money, that's what actually brought the money. 30 grand and make it to 150 grand if you buy the right car,
Look at the rear of that car, man. See those tires? Wow.
This is the car I drag. I won my division with this year.
Okay, that's nice. Yeah.
It's a 383 3-stage of nitrous. I built it myself. I maintain it myself.
Yeah, that's a beauty, man. That's a beauty. Wow.
That's sweet, bro. That's really.
You enjoy every minute of it.
Oh, I do.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, that's me in the winner's circle.
Isn't that pretty? Wow. That's a lot of fun, dude. And I like it when my brother's hanging out with all the crazy guys over there and bring all the hot rods to the shop. Oh my. You get to see all kinds of toys. Yeah, my brother's the type of guy that likes to go to Pomona swap, the Long Beach swap meet, because they sell all the hot rods parts cheap,
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Me and my brothers, we build so much that we got a credit line and we've established it, so we get cheaper stuff too.
Yeah, that's what we got, a credit line.
Like when the stores get them, when the stores get new stuff, they're like, "Hey, if you guys put it on your car, everybody will buy it, so we'll give it to you cheap."
See, what was happening here in California is that on Saturdays you can go to the Pomona swap meet, and everybody, old timer, they got a unfinished project. They bring it on a trailer with a price, and all the parts they put on, but they cannot continue because of the old age. And you get to see some nice Hemi engines on a trailer, or you get to see a nice 454, all chrome with all the blowers and everything. And you say to the timer, "How much, old timer?" He goes, "Give me $2,000. I spent like $6,000 on it." That's when you start making honey, That's what we do. We go to the Pomona Fair and try to catch all the goodies. But I'm not talking one car, bro. I'm talking.
Oh, I'm with you.
60 classic cars, unfinished project on trailers. And you see all kind, whatever you got in your mind, you're gonna find it there. Volkswagen, Chevy, Ford, Mustang, Mopar, whatever is in your mind, you're gonna find it there. Yeah, that's 66. It's my age. I was born in 66. I'm 53, bro.
Yeah, I was born in 72. We're close. Yeah, you're my brother. You're my brother's age.
Yeah. I remember the very first 66 Chevelle that we used to take to high school was white, 6-cylinder online, 6 online, and stick shift.
Yep, straight 6 with a stick shift. Yeah, I remember them. It's like the Nova 2s.
Yeah, and we used to take that car everywhere. Yeah, that's nice. Wow. You really got into it, huh?
Oh, I went over every piece of that, every inch with a fine-tooth comb, bro. That's my baby. You can imagine how much I got in there. The only thing original is the body, bro.
Oh my God.
Upgraded suspension, upgraded motor, upgraded rear end,
You and my brother will probably be talking My brother got so much shit in his house. He has Harley Davidson. He has hot rod. He has off-road toys. My brother has speedboats for the lake. My brother got all kinds of shit in the house.
Here, I'll give you a better look at the big block I got in there. Built it myself. Didn't buy it out of a crate.
A lot of money there. Huh.
Oh yeah, just in that motor, I got more than most people can send. But when you got a farm, you got the spot to put it in the equipment to redo it.
Oh my God! Just on wire, there's a lot of. Those hoses are so expensive, bro.
Oh yeah, the place that makes them is right here in Jackson, Michigan. Those are AeroQuip hoses. So I got a buddy who's a foreman at AeroQuip, and I get all kinds of those packages cheap, made to fit. I just have my buddy come over and do all my lines, man. So I get stainless steel, AeroQuip grade. So those are space grade lines, aerospace.
The day you're not finished, are you finished with the car yet?
Oh, I am now. I just took pictures every step of the way, bro.
Oh, okay. Because I know the day you finish the car is like. I mean, this car will be like there's no place like my car. You want to be in the car all day long.
Yeah, that car's been doing shows for the last 8 years. Yeah.
Oh God, not beautiful.
It took so long to get it out the barn. See, I got a '70s truck to match it. I painted them out of the same batch of paint. If you really love gear, you'll appreciate both these two.
Oh, that truck, man. Oh my. Now that you're talking about truck, my brother sold his power wagon, and I told him not to sell it. Diesel power wagon, such a beautiful truck, man, with the comment. Oh my God, he sold it. That truck is gorgeous. That truck is off the road. Man, that's a beautiful truck, dude.
It is.
Oh yeah, bro. That's a nice truck. But that Chevy, that paint is so hot, man. This is like 40 grand car, man. It's no joke.
Oh yeah.
Maybe more.
See, he knows.
Maybe more.
he knows.
More. See, that truck, at least 17, 18,000. But that car, it doesn't go under 40 all day long.
Man,
they pack a wallet. Those Chevelle pack a wallet.
Yeah, you're awfully close. I'd say I got about 46 into it.
Is that a 77?
No, it's converted. It's an 80s made to look like a 70s. That bat, you like that color, dude? I tried that, man. I thought it was hot as hell.
That color is fucking awesome. You like the same colors I like. I like that. I call that, well, I don't know what you call this color, but I call it royal blue. To me, it's like a royal blue. It's beautiful, man.
Yeah, it's a royal blue, galaxy blue, and midnight blue all mixed together with ambient clear coat and a hint of lavender.
It's not beautiful, man.
So so it kind of flip flops now with the clear coat.
Is that top of the Corvette chrome? Or just glass? Let me open it up.
It's tinted glass. Tinted. Yeah, they're tinted glass. It's tinted T-tops.
Oh man.
I got the hard tops matched the color, but I wanted to see how it looked with all the chrome. So I can do either or. Hard tops to match or mirror tinted glass. Those mirror tinted T-tops were expensive.
Yeah, that bed is beautiful, man. I take that anytime over a new one.
Yeah, my son told me to put in the back window to have a decal printed out that said "bitch getter" and put it in the back window. I was like, no, man, women don't like to be called bitches, man. What are you talking about?
How old is the kid?
He's 26,
Okay.
He's young. He don't get it yet.
No. So how many kids do you have?
3.
I got 3. 3 girls.
Yeah, 2 girls, 1 boy.
3 girls. 29, 17, and 12. Now, the first one was my first marriage. But my second marriage, I got 2 girls more. So I'm happy, bro. I'm happy with my girls.
26, 21, and 14.
Yeah. Now that I'm an older, 53, my 12-year-old is like, oh my God. It's like, I don't see it.
14-year-old calls me old man at 47. I hear you. I already know.
Hey, I'll tell you one thing, bro. My 12-year-old, I take care of her more than I did the 28-year-old. Because I guess my age, you know what I mean? I mean, whatever she tells me, Daddy, I want some Vans. Let's go buy some Vans. You buy 3 pairs of Vans so you don't bother me anymore.
Yeah, I hear that a lot too. My youngest gets the most. I think you're right. It's we learn from our age and from experience. So yeah, the youngest ends up getting the most.
Yeah, man. The only thing I haven't bought her is a bicycle. Too many crazy people on the streets. She says that she want a bicycle, she want a skateboard. I say, no skateboard, no bicycle. Ask for whatever you want, but I'm not buying you no dangerous toys. I telling you from experience. Because I got hit by a truck riding a bicycle. And I fall off with a freaking skateboard downhill on a big slope. And I busted my head open. So I know what it's like to fall off a skateboard. It's fucking nasty, dude. The scrapes on your arm, your legs. Oh, no. I don't want my girl to go through that.
My youngest does sprint cars, mini sprints.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, quads and all that. But we're in the country, so we can do that, you know.
Yeah. You're in Florida, right? Is that where you are in Florida?
No, I'm in Michigan.
Oh, no. You have a lot of land there, bro.
Yeah.
There's a lot of land in Michigan. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of toys to buy.
I don't have to worry so much about the road because I live in the country on a couple 100 acres. And
Yeah. And you buy cars so cheap over there. You find a lot of
I'm driving through the country. Every time I drive to the country, bro, I can't get where I'm going. My kid hates it. My oldest son will be driving somewhere and I'll see something in the field and I'm like, oh no, that can't be in the field. And I gotta stop. And he's mad. He's like, damn it, boy. I was like, look, I buy you every toy you want. That's a toy I want. It's going in my yard. It's going in my salvage yard, boy. Shut up. You'll own it one day. Shut up.
That's what I call. That's what I call my brother, an alley predator.
I'm an automotive predator. Yeah.
Yeah, he goes through.
And a hoarder.
Yeah. You drive to the alleys and you see timers. They got cars in the back full of shit, covered with the newspapers and cardboard boxes. And when they take all that shit out, you say, "What the fuck? How long you had the car there?" Well, I was 40 years old when I started and I never finished it. Oh my God, but that's a fucking 57 Bel Air. How the fuck you left it in the backyard like that? Right. Convertible, bro.
I know, I hate that.
And all the cats are living in it.
Yeah, I can't stand to see that either, man. I'll pull right out in the field, right up to the car, and then walk up to the door. Doom, 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 doom. What's up with that dying in your field, man? You can't let that happen. Sell it to me.
Yeah, right. And you tell them how much you want for the car. Well, the car is yours. Dude, I'm not joking. Show up with $6,500. You'll take it.
Man, I swear to God, you'd be amazed. I've had old women and old men in Michigan give me cars, 68 GTOs, Pontiac Le Manses from the 70s. And I'm like, really? I can have it? They're like, you look like the kind of guy. You got your car trailer right there. You look like you'll put that back where it should be. You can have that. And I'm like, oh my God.
Whenever an old timer tells you a price, show off with half of the money. And show him the money. And he say, well, that's not the deal we agreed. But money can come handy sometime. I said, well, sir, this is all like a hard-working guy. I work at Taco Bell. You got to come up with some shit, man.
Yeah, I've used that, man. I work at Burger King, bro. I put all the money into the truck and the trailer.
I'm cleaning the sewers all night, man. I can barely afford it. I got 20 kids. And don't ever show up dressing nice the day you buy the car. Put on some old pants, tore up shoes, and a tore up shirt. Make it look like you're a hard worker.
Hey, don't tell these guys all the tricks, and then when we get to the hot rides, they'll already be sold, bro.
Yeah. You never send your buddy in front of you for low blow on the deal, and then you come out with the real price? Like the car is 5,000, your friend will show up like 2,500, and then you show up with like 3,100. That's a good one. All kinds of tricks, man.
Oh, believe me, I know all those tricks. If I want a car bad enough and I don't want to pay what they're asking, I know how to do it.
You tell the guy, pop the hood, and you lose the spark plug. Can you start that car up? What's wrong with your car? It was running perfect. Well, man, I ain't gonna give you 6,500. I think I'll give you 3,000. Engine issues. No, man, there's nothing wrong with my car. Give me the money.
The thing I like is having a younger son, and then he's like, "Hey, my buddy's got a project that he didn't ever finish. It's an old Mustang GT, and he's either gonna go to jail or sell his car and get a lawyer. You want to help him out?" Oh, I love to hear that. Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, what about divorce?
Yeah.
My brother neighbor. It was 2:00 in the morning. My brother say everything is flying in the house, bro. I think he's killing her, and she's calling the cops. The next morning, dude, 911 Porsche that he had all his life in his marriage, he gave it away for $6,500. I would say that's a $12,000 car all day long.
Yeah,
you should have got it. You should have got it. Yeah. When people divorce, they sell everything. They don't give a fuck. They just sell everything out the door. The cars, the Harley Davidson, the speedboat, everything goes out the door. Marriage is dangerous. Destroy your life.
I call that one the Wheel of Fortune. Spin the Wheel of Fortune.
God,
see what divorce gets you.
Yeah. And when the woman wants to go, she'll fuck your life. But she says, sell everything. I go. Give me the car. Give me the boat. Give me this.
That's the thing. See, that's the thing. See, you're not gonna leave your 911 Porsche to the woman. You're like 6,500. Fuck it, I'll give her half.
Bro,
give me this. Give me the 65.
You'll be calling your buddies. Hey, bro.
Yeah, because you feel like you're screwing your wife, not screwing yourself out of 6,000, because she's getting half any damn way.
And you call all your buddies. Dude, I gotta go, man. This marriage is over, dude. Come here, come. Bring some cash, because I'm selling everything.
Yeah. That's an estate sale, you know.
Yeah, or yard sale, a divorce yard sale. You can see. Yeah. Yeah, Michigan, man. Michigan has a lot of classy.
Oh yeah.
I seen a lot of Camaros, the old models for sale in Michigan.
Oh yeah, yeah. We got a lot of 60s Camaros, but see, Motown's in Michigan, Detroit, the Motor City, and if there's a '69 Camaro in Michigan, there's so many gearheads here that somebody's going to buy it up, restore it, or at least garage it and keep it in good condition, you know. So
yeah, I think there's more gearheads today than back in the 80s.
Oh yeah.
And the funny thing is, these gearheads are the youngest generation, and they love their cars, man.
Yep.
And there's so much new shit up there on the market. They had nothing to do with what we learned with, you know. I mean, so much good parts for the car, so much technology that you can put on cars. Like back in the days, man, all we had was just the old transmission and a freaking Holly carburetor and roll it.
Yeah, now you can go
blower with this, and that. Computer.
You can go tune port injected. You can go throttle body injected. You know,
all kinds of shit, bro.
There's barely any naturally aspirated cars.
Yeah.
Like,
it's not what it used to be anymore.
Yeah, I got a Nova I call Expect No Mercy, man, and a guy was building it,
Right.
And him and his wife got divorced, and he couldn't finish it. So I bought the car for $3,500. Now I know he had 10 grand into it or more.
Look at that engine, bro.
Guaranteed. It's called Expect No Mercy. It's still street legal.
Oh my God.
Big box 4-speed, chopped down 453 rear end. It's a Mopar killer, bro. I've killed Mopars.
Oh yeah, all day long. Isn't that a beautiful car?
I'm thinking about when I put it on there, when I paint it, putting Research Flat Earth on the trunk.
Yeah,
no fuck.
Yeah, because that's the view you're gonna get if you fuck with the Nova. Expect No Mercy, but you'll see it. Research Flat Earth right on the back.
Put in the back, Flat Earth Rally.
Flat out killer.
Okay, let me ask you one question. Now that we're talking about all these hot rods and all this, because these are toys, they will probably stay for us. I mean, stay around forever and ever in the history of all of us. But have you guys ever heard about any flat earth group trying to put money together to visit Antarctica?
Yeah, I've heard that.
But there's always something that stop the group from doing it.
Yeah, it's the treaty.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that and there's so much bullshit you got to go through to be sanctioned to even go there.
I know, bro. Hey, the front part of the Chevy is from Chevy. The fender in the front. See, from the door back is all red, and from the fender down is black.
Oh yeah, the front end's from just a 350 LX, and the car is actually a SS. 69. I think that front end is actually a 70s front end.
Your money is not on the figures. Your money is in the 2-door. That 2-door is all the cash right there. If it was a 4-door, you're fucked. But the 2 doors, that's gold in your pocket.
Oh, before it's done, that whole front end will be fiberglass anyway, and the doors.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's gonna be a drag car.
So you got quite a few toys, man.
Yeah, I own a pavement company.
Yeah, but don't give that shit away, man. That's all. That's money in your pocket.
Oh no, I know.
I mean, if your sons don't want to keep it, when you get old, that's your retirement.
Yeah, see, I don't really sell cars, you know.
You can't sell them. They're priceless, bro.
I'm not the guy that sells them. I got a big ass barn. I'll build another barn. Those are my kids. Even if they sell them, whatever, they'll own them.
Yeah, but those cars are priceless. I mean, it would be disrespect for someone to walk up to you and give you a price that is not fair. You know what I mean?
Oh, bro, I deal with that. I leave cars outside sometimes, and people come up seeing it's not painted yet, you know, because we were just pulling hole shots in the driveway. And they try to lowball me, and I'm like, dude, do you see a for sale sign in the car? It's not even fucking for sale. What the fuck? Get off my property before I let the dogs out.
Yeah, that Chevy's nice, man. I'm looking at it. I opened the picture. Oh yeah, that's a sweetheart.
Got to get some pictures of that. I'm actually, it's in a little better condition right now.
Yeah, but it's a nice Chevy, man. Fuck.
Yeah, I like them Novas.
No smoke, no nothing, man. Just straight out, fix it up and go.
But the Impala, like it took so long because I had one vision for it, and then in the middle I decided that I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do something else. So it was a start over, you know. Newer colors came out, man. You know, the paint and our colors and the ambience, the clear coats, all that, pearl colors, man, that shit's advancing quickly.
Yeah.
Something on there that screams 70s, you know.
Have you clear coated a car after it's dry? Sand it. Listen to this. Sand it and clear coat it again and sand it. Do you know when you do that, your clear coat becomes like a silk. It's so clear and it's so shiny.
Talking about some people do that. So you mean wet sand the clear coat and then apply another coat?
Yeah. With the highest sandpaper there is. First you go low 1,000, 1,800, 2,000, and make sure it's smooth as hell. Leave it like silk, and then clear coat it again.
Oh yeah, I usually
I
bake them, and then I wet sand them, and then I clear coat them, then I bake them again, then I wet sand them again. So yeah, I go for that. Yeah, I go for that mirror finish.
Oh my God, I love that, man. I love like you see your face on the car.
I'm 47.
Okay.
I started painting the fleet, the paving company equipment.
I think he got a 300Z. Who's that?
Oh yeah, Ace likes him. That's Ace McLeod. That's one of our admins. He likes them little cars and the Mazda Miatas and stuff. Them are badass, dude.
Rice burners, man. That's a nice rice burner. Yeah, the 300Z was the shit back in the days.
Oh yeah.
But see, when this car was out, the IROC came out. Remember the IROC?
Yeah.
So I was more into the IROC because I really liked the big engine sound,
Mm-hmm.
So the IROC was the shit, man. The IROC was nice back in the I come from the Camaro, Corvette. I was a Chevy person for long years.
Yeah.
I'm still am today. I'm more Chevy than Ford. Now I don't say that to my neighbor because he's a Ford. He say he'll kill me if he sees me with a Chevy. But I say, what's the difference between Ford and Chevy? They're both Americans, right? Well, you gotta buy Ford. You gotta buy Ford because Ford is the best. I say it's not the best. It's a good car, but it's not the best.
I know me and my brother always have that argument because, man, I got Fords that a strictly Ford guy would kill for. Galaxy 500, 429 Cobra Jet, Yeah. I got a Gran Torino, same setup, 429 Cobra Jet. But then I got Chevys too, and he's like, you're not supposed to mix them together. And I'm like,
the only difference between a Chevy and a Ford, and I tell you this, they both fast cars, they're both fun cars, but Chevy's is always comfortable. It's the most comfortable car in the world.
Oh yeah.
You get inside of a Chevette and get inside of a Mustang, which car is more comfortable? Chevette's like heaven, bro. 69 Camaro is a hell of a seating with the bucket seats. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I like my Trans Ams too.
Oh, I had a Trans Am. I had a beautiful Trans Am. The stick shape with the LS1. That was, I think it was the last year they came out with. 6-speed Trans Am with the LS1.
96, 95.
No, mine was one of the last models of the Big Mama, and it was chameleon. The paint was chameleon. It cost me a lot of money. I traded that Trans Am for a Porsche. Can you believe that? 911.
Yeah, hell yeah. I've got some good deals.
They both worth the same money. The only difference was my Trans Am was eating so much gas. I couldn't stand a quarter mile on him. And the Porsche was just a car to drive around and sell. I sold it already. But the Trans Am was only those people that like hot rods will buy a Trans Am. Stick shit.
Oh, yeah.
Because that fucker, man, that second gear just rolls on the road. Oh, wow! It's just burning tire for miles, bro.
Yeah.
2 weeks later, after I traded the Trans Am, the guy called me back and said, "Oh, I blew out the train." I said, "That's your problem, bro. I never blew out my train."
Right.
Who the hell knows what you were doing?
Oh, yeah. All deals are final.
He still calls me now and there. Bring me cars so I can paint them and stuff like that. Here we go.
Yeah, being able to upgrade and restore cars is
okay. Let me tell you something.
Trait.
My Trans Am, you're not gonna believe this. My Trans Am was a show car in California before I bought it. The guy crashed it. It fell off the trailer. It hit the side, and they totaled the car and I bought it from Copart. And when I had the Trans Am, I realized the Trans Am was a show car that somebody owns, and it was on the internet. I'm gonna look for it right now.
Hey guys, I'm off to eat dinner. I'll catch up with you soon, all right?
Take it, bro.
Later, guys.
All right. Okay, here's my Trans Am right here, bro. You're not gonna believe this. This Trans Am that you see right here is probably the only Trans Am in California that was a show car that fall off the trailer. Hey, wait a minute. It fall off the trailer, and the owner, he salvaged the car, and I bought it from Copart. I can't post this shit on the room for some reason. Anyway, Steve, I'll show it to you. Look at that tranny, man. That's beautiful. You get the picture?
hello? Is all the fun over?
Oh no, it just got started now that you're here.
Exactly.
I spent my time talking.
Dude, I got some iodine. I took 3 drops of it, like it said, and then drank water after it, and my mouth still tastes like iodine. It's not pleasant.
Ooh, like a battery kind of? Like that metallic taste?
Who's got the playback on? Is that me?
Maybe.
Yep, that was me. Sorry. My bad.
Well, at least Globebusters is back on. I'm gonna have to watch the parts I missed.
Our members number is 669. Perfect number.
Ah, we missed 666. The spookiest number. Who was the other dude in here just a minute ago talking about cars?
Kabbalah or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, Ace. I don't think we got past cars yet. I'm gonna have to restart here in a minute. Clean out my cookies. I haven't done that in a few days.
Yeah, you getting some weird lag or what?
Yeah, it happens if I don't clear out the cookies, and use the disk cleaner.
Yeah. You wouldn't have that problem if you had a Mac.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I have no idea.
I hear that.
I'm just kidding. I've never owned a Mac. I've always just built PCs.
Well, Raven caught on to that OBS quickly, didn't he?
Well, if he's already got it working, then yeah, quicker than most people.
Yeah, I've
a
seen
lot of people get real frustrated.
Yeah. I'm sure Karen instructed him well, though.
Yeah, that helps.
It does. When I first started playing with it, man, it took me forever to figure it out. I was like, man.
Oh, have you used it?
Yeah.
What do you use it for?
My daughter wanted to live stream, so.
Oh, okay. I didn't. Okay, I didn't think you made a bunch of YouTube content, but I felt bad for her asking. I did that to Cathexis one day. I was dead serious. They're talking about whatever, some video. I was like, do you have a YouTube channel, Cathexis? And he's like, yeah. I mean, they thought I was trolling. Like, they thought I was just joking, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, trying to be funny. I was like, no, man. This whole time I've known you, I didn't realize you had a fucking YouTube channel. I thought he was one of those people that always just goes on other people's panels and hangs out in Discord, you know?
No, I learned it so my daughter could live stream from YouTube, and Facebook. So it's her and her friends like to play around on it. I've played with it.
Yeah, I remember the first time I ever did a live stream just using YouTube and Hangouts. My goodness, that was convoluted. I felt like an idiot trying to just to start a live stream.
Oh, I bet, trying to add people to the panel from the Hangout and all that. Yeah, I bet. That's when hanging out becomes work.
What's this? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, damn! A couch must have fell off the back of somebody's truck. It's all in pieces in the middle of the highway. Wow. Somebody's gonna hit that shit. Slash already did.
Yeah, I'll be right back, man. I'm gonna clear my cookies and stuff.
For sure. Lol. I just told Twitwit. Said, I see you shaved your mustache. Is anybody here? Raven, what are you doing? Shall I sing a jaunty tune? Tell you what, I posted a video in the mud flood room from John, I forget his name, but he does really good videos about ancient or exposing history like the world fairs and whatnot. And he found all this information about the Cherokee tribe of Native Americans and how they used to live in like colonial looking houses and shit. And yeah, I think we were lied to about the natives. I think we came in and took their houses and shit and then made cotton plantations. What up, y'all?
What's up, Ace? Hello, Karen, Raven, Battleman.
Oh man, my microphone sounds like shit.
Hey Karen, look at what Pantomath posted in lobby. The most flat. That is so retarded, man. Live stream that. Shout out to Human Shuffle, the most retarded flat earther I ever met. Oh my god. Grow up, fat boy.
Who said he's a flat earther?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think he is a flat earther.
That other comment I saw said that he purged all the flat earthers from the server.
Yeah.
I knew it was gonna get crazy, but damn, that was quick.
Oh yeah.
If I was him, I would have let him sweat for a little while.
Bro, it's like he acts so smart. Why didn't he just, if he just wanted to be alone on the server from the beginning, why didn't he just make his own server and sit in it? I mean,
Yeah, that's bizarre. That's like one of the most bizarre things I've seen happen online. Pretty funny too.
Oh, I left again.
What do you mean? You're right here.
No, I left. I left the server. The new Ether 24 server.
Oh, yeah. I never joined, so.
So anyway, we were all up in an admin meeting, right? And so they're like saying, "Oh, well, I think it was um." We were in a situation because someone let freaking people back in. You go, no, that was not the case. Like, that is the case. I'm sorry, but bullshit.
Literally just saying the opposite of something doesn't make it true.
Like, for me, I may not been in the meetings, but to me, Karen, you never seemed as a dictator to me. I never got that feeling,
No. I
That's
don't think
because I
half
wasn't
those.
a dictator.
Right. Yeah, I'm not convinced half those people are human beings. I don't think so. I know that sounds weird, but I don't know how it works.
You never seemed as a dictator to me. I never got that feeling,